Why am I just noticing that now?
Knowing what?
It's Garrett. Wait, is that Robocop or is that?
Oh no, yeah, it's let me get my full man breasts up here. No, it's Robocop, baby.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lovely view. I appreciate it.
I was not a fan of the newest Robocop, but
it was kind of bland.
Robocops out there.
I think I don't know if I watched the full thing. I think I just sort of halfway saw it at Liberty, and yeah, it didn't look great.
I'd buy that for $1.
The only movie I've seen on a military post was All the Money in the World, and that was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I ended up seeing it with my roommate, who, bless his heart, he was just a little neo-Nazi, and
Lord, eek.
Yeah, he was quite the card.
That's one way of putting that.
So that being said, it's actually funny that in the new Mortal Kombat, Robocop is a character.
Is he in the story?
Oh no, he actually is in the story. I'll give the last 3 Mortal Kombats credit. They add in the DLC characters to the story in a way that's like, I'm not going to praise as brilliant, but they add them. You know, they're there. But I will give them this. They put in every conceivable RoboCop idea or costume, to the point where I actually was looking at it online and I had to look up 3 different heads that he had in the game. And those heads were just Hollywood concept heads from the 90s that never got put in the movies. And credit to their team for finding that and just being like, fuck it, make it a head. I'm sure they had a quota, but still, it's neat to see stuff like that.
I mean, and where credits due, I love the little details. If you put if you do Terminator versus RoboCop, they reference the fact that they had a crossover in comics back in the day.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome.
If you get Spawn and who was the other character that was in that was in it? Oh yeah, no, it was Spawn and I think Raiden, because Raiden was in Injustice 2.
Yes.
And they make a reference to the fact that they both of them have been in separate crossover games. Spawn he's I guess my soul still burns, since he was in Soul Calibur 2.
Soul Calibur 2.
Shit.
Look, I am one of 4 people who still unironically like Spawn. There's a good idea there. It's just handled by the worst man possible. I love you, Todd McFarlane. I know you watch this all the time.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Todd McFarlane's our number 1 super fan.
Dear Garrett, tell me all about Peter. Your friend and mine, Todd McFarlane. Why is he my friend and mine? I don't
know. Dear Todd, please make a very ambiguous, gory action figure based on Peter.
So I'll do you one better. He'll have a big giant mace shoe and a bunch of weapons that don't actually exist, but they look sci-fi. And there's going to be belts, so many belts.
And somehow be part of the Alice games.
Okay.
1 second.
So I'm looking at the RoboCop heads now because they're actually really cool.
Yeah. By the way,
I'm telling you,
if you guys just want to fucking ramble, I don't mind doing that off the
did they
table
get
thing. I did.
the actor who played RoboCop to voice act, or is it just a sound alike or something?
I think they got a sound alike, but to their credit, NetherRealms actually did their research on RoboCop, and they pulled a lot of punches on that one.
Okay.
I know they got a sound alike for the Terminator, but they got Keith David for Spawn because I think that's in his contract. No one else can voice Spawn, and nor should they.
Okay,
No,
yeah, he definitely
actually,
is very distinctive, kind of.
Actually, I don't think that. I actually think Keith David actually makes himself available for that.
I can believe that. That's a hell of a role to have under your belt.
Keith David's an incredibly talented voice actor, but I think if the Spawn role comes up, he gets first call, and yeah, I'd say he takes it.
Dibs, man. I mean,
if this 20 years from now,
maybe. Shit, I don't know.
Huh?
It is voiced by the original actor Peter Weller. Okay. Boom.
Peter Weller actually does RoboCop in the game?
Evidently, according to some random Googling here, so I'm trying to find that.
Hey, if NetherRealm buys your playthrough of this and Peter has a voice actor, I hope I get to play him.
I just want to know what Peter's fatalities are going to be. All right, what's everybody's fatalities? Go.
I think Peter is he gets distracted and then a skunk ape comes out and beats the shit and just rips someone apart and then he looks around and it's like, oh, what happened here?
That sounds very Mortal Kombat as well.
Yeah.
Somehow running away starts some sort of horrible Rube Goldbergian situation for Beryl. And
So everybody just runs away.
It runs away, and then somehow they end up getting
a cascade of rocks, and then things just happen.
Jeb works some back alley deal, and
he just brings them around to talk to him about some shady thing, and then talks their ear off and they die.
Oh no! I think you take them to a back alley deal, and then when they're like, "Yeah, this is a good deal," they look like they're pleased, then they come out from the back alley and they just get gunned down.
Yeah.
Okay, and it is looking at IMDb. It is Peter Weller as RoboCop. There's a bunch of people like that. Kerry Hiroyuki Tagawa is Shang Tsung. I think he was the one from the live action movies, right?
That was one of their big sells for this game was they got him from the movies.
And
he looks like him.
Yeah, he does.
They even made old Shang Tsung look like him.
Oh, dang, okay.
The fun thing is that you can tell the people on the Mortal Kombat team really liked that movie. Up until
who didn't like that movie?
Yeah,
real talk.
Up until that movie came about, the whole idea of Kano being Australian, that wasn't in canon at all. But after that, there's oh yeah, he's Australian. That guy nailed it.
Yeah, no. For the first two games, Kano was Chinese.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then literally that movie came out, and you can actually see the evolution of it in the games of just oh Raiden, what the fuck are you doing here? Yeah, he's
total shift.
Yeah,
it's great.
No, it's and outside of them, traumatizing their work staff by making them look at mounds of actual beheadings and shit like that. I mean, other than that, it's a good studio.
That part, I'm not into, but.
Did you guys hear about that? It's been kind of apparently as part of the development, they were hey, art staff.
Slaughterhouses and stuff, pictures from slaughterhouses of cows getting cut in half and things as reference pictures.
And hangings and really violent things and
shit.
It's the kind of thing that they were bragging about it initially. It was oh yeah, a lot of our staff had they had to talk to somebody afterwards and but then everyone was just dude, that's really messed up. Mortal Kombat is not worth that.
Yeah, it's just a game. I don't need it to be that realistic that someone needs to see therapy for me. It's a little fucked up.
Look, if my Joker's head is going to explode, it needs to be in as realistic a manner as possible.
Games industry workers already have it fucking bad enough, right? With crunch and everything and all this,
you know what?
Notorious.
You know what? Hard disagree. I remember watching those, hey, our rinky-dink online college offers video game development. And all game development is you sit on a couch, someone pops in and says, hey, could you tighten up level 3 a little? And then you sit there going, can you believe we're getting paid to learn to program a video game?
Chase, what you're ignoring is, though, you're watching... there you go.
There we go.
What you're ignoring is you're watching video of Mech Warrior 3 play in the background.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Sam, those were things back in the day if you don't remember them.
Yeah.
Very vaguely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, weren't we going to, do a base kind of thing here?
We were. I was I'm just going to stop that. I don't mind this for being off the grid. What's the plan for the next one?
Oh, no, I think that's a good thing to bring up, Peter. First off, I haven't been bored at all because just watching y'all play is always, a joy. But yeah, you're right, because Jed's been nothing but cooperative and helpful this whole time, and now that shit's going sideways. Are they going to let me come in deeper because I might actually be able to help?
I mean, if you express interest in going deeper, that was my whole deal. Because I think after that gun deal, the way the pastor treated you was he kind of maybe was yeah, I'm using you. What the fuck ever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think you might have the best end of any of us.
Well, we got to work quick because we only got a week. So
yeah.
Well,
So
that and in terms of like, where you guys could take the next one. It's like, is that what you guys want to do with the next session? Be like, hey, Jeb's gonna make a move to try and be our undercover our guy on the inside.
Much sense as anything, I think.
Meanwhile, since Peter's taken a backdrop to his maybe more docile personality, he might try to hunt down one of the two people he scared out of that checkpoint.
Well, that's what I was saying. If you could wrangle one of them back, I was kind of thinking that they're probably like dust in the wind. But if you can get one of them back, it could be useful.
Yeah. And I may have to call in sick to work after having shown half my face like a dumbass.
And remember, I mean, never underestimate the power of Grandmaster Roscoe.
I really think we might.
He's the key to it all.
Dude, yeah.
Can I just say, Sarah, I really respect the fact that Chase made up the fact you were wearing a domino mask, and you actually
just rolled with it.
Yeah,
I was joking.
I
was joking with that.
You didn't correct him at all. You were just like, yeah, that's right. I have this over my eyes, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah, I'm willing to play in the space. So yeah. That actually sounds like it was just like, at this point, like Beryl's just like, man, it's fine. Like, fuck it. let's just go bananas. Like,
again, it's dice.
Thank you.
We almost lost Beryl. It would have been.
grateful.
I would have been sad. That would have legitimately bummed me out.
Yeah,
and then we would have rolled on to the next character.
Oh my god! Yeah, I don't even know how you keep going.
To be fair, we may have fudged up that entire investigation because Peter may not be able to get over that.
No, hey, in all honesty, that's perfectly fine. We could have, we were all kind of winding down to the end anyway. That could have been the end of the story at Stonewall,
This anyway, yeah. So who knows, man? But we've done what we've done. Keep moving forward here, and mercifully, I get to move forward with you.
You got the ducks.
I got the ducks.
So good. Oh my god. Yo.
Hey, Donkey Kong. Sorry.
What the fuck?
It's a Donkey Kong.
Highly distractible.
Oh, no, that's Cranky Kong, sir. You're not wrong.
Yeah. You know what though? That's Cranky Kong. Come on, Donkey Kong.
But he is the original.
He's come eventually. There he is.
Yeah, boy, he's showing Cranky. Oh, now it's time to get hip.
Look, the 90s are a different time.
DK, Donkey Kong, the leader of the pack. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. I could probably sing the rest of it.
64.
I worked at GameStop when we got.
Oh, okay.
And kids played that all the fucking time.
Because I did have a Nintendo 64 in that game, and it's such an awful song, but it's catchy. It is a catchy little song.
I got a GameCube. That was the first console I bought myself when I worked at GameStop, and I miss that GameCube.
GameCube was a good system.
I own a physical CD of the DK rap.
Hey, man. You can do worse.
I don't think I own a CD. I don't think I own any more CDs. Really? Well, everybody. Yeah, I listen to everything digitally now. I'm not I gotta. I mean, I know some people are super into collecting them, and there's art books and all that. I get it. I get it. I mean, but yeah, I just don't really care about owning a bunch of CDs anymore.
I'll hold on to my old technology. By gum.
Well, everybody, I hope everybody had a fun time of watching Beryl almost die.
Not just that. We did.
Favorite part.
There was also that really that pyromaniac kid, the real
Ethan.
wobbly Ethan.
Fire so pure and joyful, the beautiful flame. Every time I close my eyes, I feel the warmth.
Wow.
All right, everybody. Hope everybody had fun. I'm going to stop the recording right now, though.